Today I'm going to show you a day on the plate. Now this is one of my most requested videos and I'm going to show you one of my clients that I've been doing recently. Now this particular client, when she first came to me, she wanted to lose body fat. So we've got 4 kilos of fat loss in the space of 7 weeks. And I do have clients that have lost 12 kilos plus in the same period of time. However, they have a lot more weight to lose. So a smaller body frame for this particular client, 4 kilos is a huge, huge achievement. Now this is a pretty common or pretty typical looking meal plan, and this is why I have chosen or selected this client for today's day on a plate, is that we have a nutritionally balanced meal plan that is something that is quite achievable for most women. We have overnight oats, we have prawn rice paper rolls, creamed rice protein pudding, ice cream, and then a really thick hearty salad for dinner. Now the next step is always to check whether somebody has allergies or nutritional preferences. Do they have or consume dairy? Do they have nut allergies? Do they eat seafood? What are their preferences? This particular client, all she wanted was chocolate ice cream in her meal plan. That's what she wanted, that's what she got. Now, when it comes to a fat loss goal, the other thing we may actually notice is that the scales don't shift that much, but our body composition changes immensely. Now, one other point I think is really important to touch on is the macro breakdown here is 124 grams of protein. We've got 101 grams of fat and 255 grams of carbs. Now, whilst every recipe is individual to the client, the ingredients within a meal plan is what matters. So I'm going to take, say, the salad for an example, is that one client may have this on their meal plan and the next client have the same recipe, but this particular client has 200 grams of chicken breast and the next client may have 400 grams of chicken breast. They may have 20 grams of dates and the next client have 15 grams of dates. I adapt every recipe according to each individual client. And so whilst you might see a day on a plate like this, you have to remember this is unique to this particular meal plan and this particular variation of what this client's goals are. A lot of women like having a set meal plan where they can just choose one day and they repeat it. And it's also really good for the budget and meal prepping as well. So this particular day on a plate is something that is really easy to prep, really easy to grab and go, and really easy to be able to maintain and curb those cravings when you're having chocolate every single day. Now for the meal one in this plan, we have raspberry overnight oats. Overnight oats is always an absolute game changer across the board, regardless of whether somebody's preference is easy to prep or a general sort of meal preference. Now, I've already got this all weighed out. It's been in the fridge overnight to set, and this is the quantity that this particular meal plan requires. And it's 680 calories for this particular meal. Now, as this meal plan is 6 meals spread across the day, and this is meal number 1, it is quite a bigger serving size. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna top it with coconut flakes, weighed out of course, according to the plan, some fresh raspberries, and some cinnamon. There you have a most delicious overnight raspberry oats for the meal number 1 at 680 calories for the serving size. Snack number 1 is protein rice creamed pudding. It's super easy because you literally grab and go, mix through protein powder and add in some cinnamon. Now this particular meal plan has 30 grams of protein powder, which is 1 scoop added in. This meal or snack number 1 for the meal plan is 282 calories for this serving. So there you have the snack option number 1. Moving on to meal number 2 for this meal plan is typically what you'd call lunch. Let's go. Within this meal plan, the lunch option that we have here is like prawn rice paper rolls. And the calories are 395 calories for this particular serve. Remembering that this is specific for this particular client or meal plan, we have included avocado and the correct quantity for this particular client. Now throughout the day, there's over 100 grams of fats that are included in this meal plan, coming from delicious healthy fats like avocados. Now this particular client loves prawns, which is fine. If it's hard to source local prawns within your area, you can use frozen shrimp and things like that also. There's so many options now for rice paper rolls and different brands in the supermarkets that it is quite easy to be able to find these ingredients no matter where you live. Now, whenever you see a meal plan, remember that you can actually take the list of ingredients, turn it into something of your own. Obviously, being rice paper rolls, you can have it as a salad, you can have it as so many different options or variations. Now, when it comes to a client's fat intake, I would never have a client on under 40 grams of fats per day. And that seems to be one of the most common things that I do see in clients' meal plans, is that they are actually way under eating when it comes to fats. Making sure that you're looking after your skin, nails, and hair health, avocados and good fats are really, really, really important. So this is a meal number 2 lunch option, and it's 395 calories. Let's move on to the next snack option for the day. So snack option number 2. So remember, when we're looking at an overall meal plan, we have the total quantity, and then we look at what they've asked for their meal preferences, being somebody that likes to have lots of meals throughout the day, or somebody that just likes to have 3 big meals. She wanted chalky ice cream, I made it work. Let's see how much chalky ice cream I was able to get into her meal plan. All right, so what we've got here is 271 calories of dairy ice cream. I'll show you the exact serving size that it turned out to be, and exactly how much and all of the quantity required for making this work. She wanted ice cream, she got ice cream. Now, it's 140 grams, so let's see how much 140 grams actually turns out to be. So we've made the chocolate ice cream work. Now this bit here is very tricky for a lot of people. You've got the reverse tear. What we do is we turn on the scales. Now usually if you're going to weigh something out, you put your bowl on, and a lot of people scoop it out and put it in, and then it doesn't actually always equate the exact amount. So what we're going to do instead is place the ice cream on, and you'll see that it comes up with the amount that it weighs. Now I'm going to press reverse tear. It goes to 0. Once you have it on 0, you are going to then scoop out the quantity that is required. Now for this particular client, she's getting 140 grams. I can see that there is 60 grams so far, so I can keep scooping. For those of you that are ones who like to over scoop, this may not actually be the best hack for you. So that's 130 grams. So she's actually got quite a bit of ice cream. Nice coach today. Sometimes it's not that much. 135. So in order to get it exact, I literally just keep going until I get to 140 grams. As you can see, she's going to enjoy a nice big bowl full of ice cream in her meal plan for her snack. Now for the main meal in this meal plan, we have chicken, rocket, and date salad. Now as the name suggests, it is a chicken salad that is quite bulky and substantial. We have everything from almonds to dates to pomegranate seeds and chicken breast throughout. It is topped with lemon juice, and it has got an olive oil dressing also. For this particular client, we wanted to make sure that her fibre intake was taken into consideration throughout the whole day. Now we have one more snack for the rest of the day for this particular meal plan, which I would personally have just before going to bed, and it's a protein smoothie shake. Now I always like to go to bed with a full stomach. Some people might not. So my preference is to put this in at the end of the day. You might want to have this after your training or first thing in the morning. The beauty about having a meal plan or a set meal plan, you can have the whole calories throughout the whole day at any time. But for this particular plan, we're going to have this with whole milk. Now, the other thing I do want to mention or touch on here is that you can have whatever milk variation or variety you prefer. We just need to know if it's a set meal plan, because the fat quantities change dramatically between, say, fresh cow's milk, oat milk, or almond milk. And it's really important that those calories and macros are consistent across the board every day if you are on a set meal plan. That's why we get the epic results that we get. Now, for this particular meal plan, we have 30 grams of protein powder with 200 grams of whole milk. Now, I'm going to put this on the scale. I'm just going to pour it straight into the cup. Now, we used to have to do the old shake, shake, shake. Watch this. I love this thing. Right? The perfect smoothie every single time. Did I just drip that everywhere? Cool. Love that for me. I was showing how you didn't have to use it to be messy, and I made it messy. There you have today's complete meal plan of 2,390 calories. So this particular client wanted 6 different variations throughout the day. We have labeled them 3 meals and 3 snacks, with this one being the final snack of the day.